Your reaction thoughts on some of the priorities that the governor laid out today in her condition of the state address?
I think she touched on everything that we have been hearing in our districts from our constituents. She talked about education funding, she talked about tax reform, Iowa Medicaid system, and how we need to make some fixes to that system that we're currently in. The stories that she told, like Caleb. I attended the meeting that we had at Mercy Turning Point, and Caleb gave a story to the governor there this summer, and I thought it was really great that she brought his story up because it just shows that when we invest money into the opioid addiction or other types of addiction, we can make very valuable citizens to the state that contribute. And what better outcome than Caleb's story? So I think she did a fantastic job today. It was an honor to walk her in from her office downstairs, and I look forward to reading her budget, which we just received. We'll start going through that and looking at that and seeing how we can match, our priorities as House members to the governor's priorities and move forward.
Your reaction to the governor's condition of the state address, particularly when it comes to her plans to address the opioid addiction and opioid epidemic facing the state?
She gave considerable attention to a couple issues I've been working on, clean water issues, and of course the opioid heroin epidemic. Folks in Dubuque-area know that I was on an interim committee, and I produced some rather ambitious recommendations, 28 of them, and was pleased that the governor made reference to the topic. First time really in my memory that a governor has made reference to that in the state of the state, and referenced 3 of the priorities that we discussed in our interim committee as areas that she'd like to see action. Although I'm not aware that she plans to introduce her own bill, that would have been helpful if she gave us some details on what she'd like us to see and to do, and what kind of resources, i.e. dollars, that she'd be willing to make available in her budget.